it's WillBits, and we've got one of those side questos going on. We're gonna check that out. Magical creatures everywhere. All of the magical creatures have gotten loose, and the local creatures experts need your help to retrieve them. Complete this special adventure to earn valuable notebooks, which can be used to adopt pets and creatures. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I was almost, I've almost got the outfit on this one, and I was like, oh man, those 5 notebooks are gonna be a bit of a hassle depending on what comes out. But if the prize here is more notebooks, which I don't know how many notebooks, then I guess we'll just pay attention to this instead. So let's head over to the courtyard and just see what's going on. Hagrid, help me with creatures. Help me with creatures.
Who doesn't want to ride a hippogriff?
Maybe I do. I don't know if I do.
Someone said they saw something shooting fire in the upstairs corridor. I hope it was a dragon and not a fire-eater person.
I had a dream about a gigantic niffler. Good. Maybe not the most inspirational dream I've heard, but great.
Oh, Will, I'm so glad you could make it.
What's wrong, Hagrid?
Well, I was helping Professor Kettleburn transfer some of the creatures back to his class, and, well...
Every single one escaped! They'll be wreaking havoc all over the castle!
You shouldn't have said that.
No need to worry, Hagrid. We'll catch the creatures with help from Mr. Bits and Amos Diggory. Amos works for the Department for Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures. He's an expert creature catcher. It's a hard sentence to say.
My son Cedric's even better. Truth be told, he's brilliant at everything he does.
Yeah, we know. Cedric's great.
If Cedric wasn't so busy off doing amazing things, he'd fix this situation straight away.
You've shown yourself to have a way with creatures, Will, so we were hoping you could help.
Well, I don't have as much experience catching creatures as you three. You have to tell me what to look out for. How does this work? Oh, this is just... Okay, we're just gonna spend an hour talking to them. Fine. Talking completed. Alright, so Creature Hunt. We're gonna play Wizards Unite. Kind of in the middle of our thing. So we're looking for Porlocks and Bowtruckles. A Kneasel, quite a few fairies.
A fire crab, Krups, Murtlaps, a bunch of puffskeins.
And an incredibly aggressive hippogriff! Do you know what to do if you find one of the dangerous creatures, Will? I cast a spell to catch them. Use one of the spells to learn to safely capture them. That's a spirit! Don't be afraid to grab them with your hands if need be. Where should I start?
Fang will lead the way. He should be able to track down at least one of these creatures. Oof.
Alright. Wizards Unite plotline.
Meet us in the Transfiguration classroom. We need to find these creatures.
Any more of these? Oh, there is an Abraxan, which looks a lot like a Pegasus, actually. That's new. And I have gotten the fairy as an unlock. I got enough for that. How much is the Abraxan? We'll check that out while we're here. Wow, it takes 90 notebooks to unlock this incredible winged horse. That may take a while. I did finish maxing out my Porlock, which gives us this animation that we can do, in which it breaks our legs. The kind of mesh warping is maybe not optimal for that particular move, but we get a little snuggle with that guy. Not as dramatic as the niffler, but okay, alright. Transfiguration classroom. Hopefully we get a lot of notebooks for doing this, if they want us to collect 90. I don't see any creatures.
There probably aren't any. Fang just always wants to visit this room because it smells like cats. Woof.
Well, we're here now. We should at least have a look around. Great. Spend in an hour once we get some energy. Okay. That got sidelined a little bit. There's something suspicious about this cauldron. Is it something other than a cat or a cauldron? Depulso! Wait, no, that's hopefully not what we're doing. Repair a barge! Whoa, it's almost a cat.
You found a Neasel!
I suppose one of the students must have mistaken it for a cat and transfigured it into a cauldron.
Meg and I will keep an eye on her while you search for the next creature. I'm ashamed to admit that I don't know as much about Neasels as I should. What do you know about Neasels, Will?
They can sense when people are frightened, they can sense suspicious behavior, they can sense when people are werewolves. I looked it up, they have a knack for telling when someone is being suspicious. I'm pretty sure they can sense when people are suspicious.
You're right! Thankfully, me and Fang are on the up and up. Woof. I'll make sure Professor Kettleburn knows that you've been paying attention in his creatures classes.
So those quizzes might be important cumulatively. I got a little more points than usual, but I wonder what else, if they might maybe add up there towards the end as well.
Good luck finding the rest of the creatures, Will. Hope you find them before any of them get hurt. And before Professor Dumbledore finds out we let him loose.
Yeah.
Please see me in Charms class immediately.
So this quest briefly went away, and then it came back, and I wasn't very far in, so I just started over and played back to where I was. There was some kind of technical issue that they fixed for that. The previous thing ended, this one began, and instead we get a cool yellow robe. I don't know if that's house colored or if it's just yellow. I will try my best, but this event is kind of taking up all my good class time, so I may not get this one if I focus on this side thing. We will see if I get to actually do classes, or if I'm just gonna be stuck trying to blaze through this. You said your class was filled with creatures, Professor Flitwick?
I swear it was, but by the time I reached for my wand, they'd all disappeared.
What were they?
Fairies, I believe. They could have been pixies or doxies. I suppose there's a reason I teach charms instead of care of magical creatures.
Well, let's have a look around and see if any of them might still be here. And this is definitely not a class. But we will spend 3 hours searching for creatures. Creatures, hello. Are there any creatures? Haha. Maybe. I think they may be hiding beneath the desks. I saw something glittery, and you can hear a faint buzzing noise.
What do you think they are, Mr. Bits?
Well, I didn't actually see them, so I'm gonna have to just rely on the button here and say that it's probably fairies. I'm guessing the fairies because of the buzzing noise and glittery wings. They're also known to be especially good at keeping themselves hidden.
I believe you're correct, Mr. Bits. I'll be sure to tell Professor Kettleburn that you're excelling in care of magical creatures as well as charms. 5 points to Hufflepuff. In any case, I suppose we should bring them out of hiding.
Flipindo! Let's flip over these desks! Get out of here, fairies! Hey, listen!
These do appear to be fairies.
Do you want me to help you capture them?
No need, Mr. Bits. You should keep searching for the remaining magical creatures. Immobilis!
I'm gonna knock them all out! Ugh, terrifying. Also, weird that they keep flying, because you would think that you would need the wings to keep them aloft, but whatever.
I can handle things from here.
Oddly disturbing.
Please see me in the hospital wing.
Alright, okay, Madame Pomfrey, what's up? You said there was a creature here, Madame Pomfrey? I didn't say that. I just said come here. You haven't been here for several years. You're supposed to be my assistant. So many people are sick. Oh, there, behind the bed. A Porlock, if I'm not mistaken. What's it doing? Hiding, I believe. If memory serves, they are quite mistrustful of humans. Also very poor. They don't have any money. Porlock. The name's literal. Truth be told, I've been enjoying its company. Quiet, dedicated, stubborn in service of its duties. What is its duty?
I believe he's looking for something. Guarding something, perhaps. I can't say exactly what.
Doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk, or having the capability. I'll have a look around. Time to spend about 3 hours seeing what's up with the Porlock. Okay, I've been having some technical issues, and the offshoots of one of those is that I didn't complete this very well, but I only needed 1 star, and it wouldn't have counted for my event stuff anyway, so who cares? We're just gonna move on with the story. I found a horse toy. I remember that Porlocks guard horses. That's a thing about Porlocks that all of you knew, I'm sure. Is what you're looking for, Mr. Porlock? Or Miss Porlock? Miss Single Porlock, perhaps? No offense. Oh. You can make sure that horse is safe. He likes it. She likes it? Whatever. I'm not looking down there. You guys figure it out. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well done, Mr. Bits. I will send an owl to Professor Kettleburn and let him know when I have his Porlock. I suppose it's probably hungry. Do you happen to know what Porlocks eat?
They are herbivores and mostly eat grass. So the others, the vegetables would also be fine, I guess, but they like grass, so
I believe you are correct. I'll gather some from the training grounds. You must be excelling in care of magical creatures. I'll be sure to tell Professor Kettleburn.
I'm gonna keep searching for more magical creatures! See you later, Mr. or Mrs. Porlock.
I don't identify with a specific gender binary.
Still losing. Okay. Part 1 complete. This is kind of a fun little quiz event. How fun that is depends on what we get. If we get them all right, we'll find out. Adorable creatures are making mischief and wreaking havoc throughout the castle. We are doing terribly at this event. That's fine.
See me in the potions classroom immediately. The situation is serious.
What kind of... Oh, all right, talk to me, Snape. This is brilliant. Are these Puffskeins doing their best impression of some Star Trek tribbles?
Something funny, Bits?
No, nothing at all. Absolutely nothing is funny. There's nothing funny about you being surrounded by a room full of Puffskeins. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
I'm surprised to see you exhibit a modicum of maturity. 5 points to Hufflepuff.
I'll take it! I suppose I should start gathering these Puffskeins.
That is the smartest thing you've said ever.
Alright, gotta get all the stars on this one. So, let's pick up a peck of Puffskeins and place them into some pewter pots. The problem with Puffskeins is the worst mess you've ever seen. Sorry, Professor Snape, I don't think I can carry any more Puffskeins. I didn't, we live in a school of magic, but the only strategy I could think of was just picking them all up and hauling them around with my arms.
I will gather the rest.
I think I'll stick around just to watch you hold a Puffskein.
Do not stick around.
On second thought, I should probably leave.
Get out of my sight.
Make yourself useful and see me in the corridor. I told them fire crabs don't belong in this school. Now look at this one, terrorizing Mrs. Norris.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around?
What did you say?
I said Mrs. Norris is the real terror. It's Filch. We can afford to poke him a little bit. Mrs. Norris is the one doing the terrorizing. Just look at her.
She's in self-defense mode.
And she's constantly been in self-defense mode since my first day at Hogwarts.
What did you say again?
I wouldn't make any sudden movements, Mr. Filch.
Why's that?
because the fire crab is about to incinerate both you and Mrs. Norris.
What do we do?
Buy me some time, Mr. Bits. I have a plan. Alright. 3 hours of buying you time. Quick, become more flame retardant. Put on, like, rubber clothes or something. I don't know. Okay. Alright, we've defused the bomb. Or Mr. Filch should say for you and Mrs. Norris to leave.
You didn't do anything.
I calmed the fire crab with a complicated non-verbal spell. It won't last long, so I suggest you walk away while you can. Non-verbal spell. He just kind of waggled his eyebrows at that fire crab until it was like, oh yeah? Yeah.
I'm heading straight to the headmaster to have fire crabs banned from Hogwarts.
Good luck with that. You didn't really cast a spell, did you? Absolutely not, but I thought it couldn't hurt for Mr. Filch and Mrs. Norris to sweat it out for a bit. I almost wish the fire crab did incinerate him. You should head to the training grounds to continue gathering creatures, Mr. Bits. I'll safely escort this brave fire crab back to care of magical creatures. So many magical creatures! I feel like this is just like one big ad for all the creatures we can get in the other thing.
Please make it to the training grounds, Will, when you can help. We need your help. Look at all the creatures.
What do we got? Let's all pretend we're craps. Oh, I'm gonna pretend I'm a crop. Ruff, ruff. I love rolling in the dirt. Good job, Fang. You almost sound just like a crop.
This is the best thing that's ever happened.
This is a lot of cruppies. How are we gonna gather all of these crops?
We don't need to gather all of them, Will. Just the leader.
The leader?
He might look mostly the same, but only one is in charge. If we find the leader and take him to care of magical creatures, the rest will follow.
How do we find him?
He has a brown spot shaped like one of my rock cakes on his left shoulder.
But they all have brown spots.
Then we'd better start searching.
To find the alpha crop. 8 hours! Alright, we're gonna play a little logic game here. All these cruppies. 101 cruppies. We shall kill them and make a glorious coat. Ha 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 ha. No. I think I found the leader.
I think you're right, Will. Only Fang knows for sure. Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, puppy animations. This is pretty cute. Actually, that's probably the exact animation that happens if you are transmogged into a dog. So,
that's him, Will. Nice work. I'll get these crubs back to care of magical creatures.
I'll keep searching for more of them.
You might want to try the Great Hole. I've heard there's a lot going on in there.
Alright, okay. See me in the Great Hole! We'll prepare yourself for a bit of chaos! Just a bit of... Man, it weirds me out every time I come in here and it's daytime, because it so rarely is. There's always just, like, ambient candlelighting. We're going to need a bigger wiggin tree. This simply will not do. Oh, I'm gonna name every single one of these bow truckles. Thank you again for your help gathering these creatures. Everyone's been impressed with your knowledge and creativity. Happy to help, Professor Kettleburn. How are we going to gather all of these bow truckles? Speaking from personal experience, very carefully. As I recall, a bow truckle is what took his eye. So, we know on that. Talk to bow truckle. The bow truckle said... Tiny little tapping points. Alright, nice to have. Fairly short one. After that 8-hour crop-catastrophe. Ha! Look at this one. It's me. It's Dumbledore. He wants to be the new headmaster. Dumbletruckle. Wonder if he'll give me 100 house points at the end of the year. We'll need to get him a proper robe. Perhaps see if he can grow a beard. Professor Dumbledore! What exactly is happening here? Hogwarts is being overrun by magical creatures, a thing that I did not do and am only helping with. Who's responsible for this? So the accurate thing to do is to say that it is Hagrid and Kettleburn's fault, because it is. They did it. We know. I have no idea is a bad lie. The noble and just thing to do is to say, it is my fault. Fall on my sword. I did it, Dumbledore. I'll take the blame, Professor. I'm doing my best to gather all of the creatures, and I'm sorry. Dishonesty in the name of protecting one's friends is still dishonesty, Will. Oops! I guess I should have ratted him out? I will gather the remaining Bowtruckles, including removing this particularly ambitious fellow from my chair. Please ensure that Madame Pomfrey's supplies are stocked in the event of creature-related injuries. Ah, alright. We don't get a bonus for protecting our friends. I am surprised at his disappointment there, but okay. As magical creatures run rampant, chaos ensues and injuries begin to mount. Marula isn't helping matters. And she never is. Alright. Whoa, what's going on in here? I saw Marula trying to lure a niffler with something glittery.
I'm planning something massive, Bits. I'll admit that I like creatures more than people.
Professor Dumbledore asked me to gather supplies for Madame Pomfrey.
You can wait until after class, Bits.
But Professor Dumbledore!
Professor Dumbledore doesn't teach this class. Sit down.
Oh! Alright. Potions class. Don't have the energy for it? Do it in a minute. Alright. Potions class. It was not a typical potions class.
Here are your supplies, Bits. Inform Madame Pomfrey that this is all I can spare.
It's not very much.
I have better uses for my supplies than helping fools who are endangered by greater fools.
Seems like you could spare a bit more.
Why should I give more of my supplies?
I'm gonna use the button here. Because it sounds like it's inflating his ego a little bit. Even though I don't think he really is a generous person. We're gonna say, well, you're so generous. You aren't just the finest teacher at Hogwarts, but one of the most generous people I've ever met.
Flattery doesn't work on me, Bits. But I suppose I can spare one additional Wiggenweld potion.
Thank you, Professor. I'll get these supplies to Madame Pomfrey straight away.
Don't thank me, Bits. Just leave.
All right.
Please see me in the hospital wing.
I brought supplies from the potions classroom, Madame Pomfrey.
Thank you, Mr. Bits. Unfortunately, it appears as though we'll be needing them.
What happened to Professor Kettleburn?
This time, or the other 19 times he's visited the hospital wing.
I should make sure he's okay.
It's a fine idea. Tend to Professor Kettleburn while I heal the injured students.
You alright, man? Alright, 3 hours of seeing what happened to Kettleburn. Did a creature get you? Wonder where Madame Pomfrey keeps the extra eye patches. He's not gonna lose his other one, is he? They used to keep a bed open especially for me. Had my name engraved on it and everything. Okay. What vicious animal has attacked you? Thank you, I feel better already. What's the next magical creature we need to capture? You should rest. Probably a Streeler. I'm gonna say you should rest. You should get some rest, Professor. I'll try to find the Streeler that's trailing venom around the castle. Thank you, Mr. Bits. 5 points to Hufflepuff. I wonder if you'd have gotten more if I had correctly guessed the Streeler. But, okay. Help me in the common room, Will. We have a big problem. A big slimy problem. Am I gonna have to duel one of these things sometime? I'm spending a lot of energy rounding up all these rascally critters. Ooh, that's bigger than I remember the Streeler being, but okay. How did a Streeler get inside of our common room? I have no idea, but if its venom ruins the floor, Professor Sprout will not be happy unless it makes it, like, really dirt-like, and we can just plant something there. We should be able to lure it out, but the shell is toxic. I want to wear dragon hide gloves for herbology. You think we can keep it busy while I fetch some? I don't know how to keep a massive snail busy, but I can at least keep it company. Do your best, Will. I'll be back as fast as I can. All right. Ooh, 3 hours of Distract the Streeler. Just an absolute mess. And I know it's supposed to be, like, acid slime, but it looks like dried blood or, like, something worse. That's fine. I've dealt with toddlers recently. I've seen worse. Nothing's destroyed. Nice work, Will. I mean, I just stood here for 3 hours, but okay. Did you get dragon hide gloves from herbology? Yes, now I can lure the Streeler out. I'll take care of things from here. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Rowan. I'd better go and gather the rest of these creatures before things get out of control. Part of me thinks this all would have been a lot neater if...
We should meet later, Bits. I have something massive to show you.
I'm gonna hope that it's a hippogriff. It might have been a little more fun if, like, it had been like, oh, search around Hogwarts and find all of the things, rather than it being quite as on rails as it is. But that's fine. We'll go feed the fairy. While we wait for Marula. Yeah, I know the Abraxan's here. I know all about it. And how I'm never gonna get it. Aloof. And let's feed you your peanut. Actually taking care of creatures over here. By which I mean feeding them until they like me, and then never feeding them again. Just like you do with real animals. Don't do that with real animals. Alright, Marula, see you in 5 hours. Alright, let's meet up with Marula and... Oh my goodness. I should be terrified, but I'm actually quite entertained. I think I am too, Ben. Always knew this day would come. Did you, Barnaby?
This is what dreams are made of. I told you I was planning something big, Bits.
You made this niffler massive? This is ridiculous.
I got the idea from Barnaby. Best idea he's ever had. Although that isn't saying much. It's a low bar. I really don't like my plans to be this cute, but just think about the damage a massive niffler could do. If the light glitters off the windows just right, it could crush the entire castle.
Marula, why are you being a supervillain? And surprisingly very good at it.
And everyone will blame you and your creature-loving friends.
I thought we were getting along so well. I have to shrink it back down to size.
I can't let you do that, Bits.
How are you gonna stop me?
Flippendo!
Ow! My end has been flipped. Oh!
I'm gonna beat you into submission.
Alright, we're dueling. And this is surprisingly high stats for an optional side quest. Yikes. Good start. Predictable as always, Marula. I hope. Or I just got quite lucky. Oh, that's nice. That's a good hit. We're gonna press that button again. Oh! Okay, did you stun me? Yeah, you stunned me. I'm gonna guess you're going in a circle and hit this button. Haha. Which cancels out the stun. So if that's true, your next one should be sneaky. Yes. Haha. Master Detective Bits is on the case. I can recognize simple patterns. Like many children. Say goodbye to your massive niffler, Marula.
You know fun, Bits.
I'm lots of fun. Look how fun it is fixing a thing and then doing stuff that doesn't destroy our home and school. And then we play with the cute niffler. And by the way, that is fun.
If you try to get me into trouble, I'll make sure your friend Hagrid is the one who's punished.
Fine. I don't care about getting you into trouble. I only care about gathering these creatures before anyone gets hurt.
Always the hero, Bits, and always gullible.
I need to find the rest of the magical creatures. Part 3 is complete, and we're kind of running out of time, so I hope there's not a lot of parts to part 4. Hagrid, Kettleburn, and Amos need your help with the most majestic creature of all. If you're lucky, it might even take you for a ride through the sky. The difficulty of that duel has me a little bit curious. So, okay, this is a year 4 quest chain, similar to the prefect stuff. Still seems a bit high, but all right. What's up, everybody? I swore I saw something massive flying overhead.
Give me a few of those tentacles if you can. They provide resistance against curses and jinxes. These things are ugly, and I'm an authority on the subject.
Just because she likes gross things. It's not a comment on her specifically. They keep it coming, Mr. Bits. I could use an extra set of hands. I suppose it shouldn't be a surprise that marine beasts like murtlaps would make their way toward the fountain. I'm sure you understand why this situation is more dangerous than it seems. Yes? This is a quiz. This is a test. And they are not toxic. Their tentacles are actually good against jinxes. They're not cursed. Is it the bite? I don't know. I didn't think their bites were particularly bad. Their bite is harmful, particularly for muggles. Interesting. Okay, so it's less bad if you know magic. Interesting. Correct. I'll make sure Professor Kettleburn awards 5 points to Hufflepuff. Help me gather them before they take a bite out of one of your classmates. None of them should be muggles, though, right? So, alright. An hour of gathering murtlaps. Also, don't bite me anyway. Even if it's not gonna, like, magically hurt me, it's still probably going to hurt to get bit. So please, no, do not. Happy little murtlaps playing in the fountain. Nice work, Mr. Bits. I'll take things from here. How many creatures are left? Not many. As soon as you help Madam Hooch, we'll be nearly finished. Help Madam Hooch with what? I was a bit too intimidated to understand what she was fuming over. You should see her on the training grounds. I was just there! There was a huge niffler. There's not another one, is there? See him on the training grounds. I could use an extra pair of hands. Okay. What else? Brooms and... Are these even more?
Mr. Diggory sent you to help, I take it?
More bowtruckles? I already gathered so many from the Great Hall.
Yes, well, these ones aren't content to sit at a table. They want to take to the skies.
I suppose they like the brooms because they're sort of like trees.
I don't care why they like my brooms. I only care that we get rid of them so that flying class can resume.
I understand. I'll do my best to gather all of the bowtruckles. We ran out of magical creatures and you had to repeat one? Fine. Fine. Okay. Oof. 8 hours of gathering bowtruckles, and you gotta catch them all. All right. So many little buggins. So long catching all of them. All right, bowtruckles. Get in my pocket. I didn't have a good pun for pocket. Get in. Get out of here.
Well done. I should be able to gather the rest of the bowtruckles. Do you happen to know what bowtruckles eat?
Sandwiches, clearly. Yes, absolutely. The bowtruckle is actually an omnivore, so it probably would eat a sandwich, but they mostly eat wood lice. Insects.
Thank you. 5 points to Hufflepuff. Thank you for your help, Mr. Bits. Go gather the rest of these creatures so that Hogwarts can get back to normal.
As normal as it gets around here. All right.
Come see us in the Great Hall, Will, because hopefully this is finishing up. There's only like 5 hours left. Ha!
And we still have a big boy to catch.
Filthy fire crabs.
These creatures know better than to enter my library.
Good, good. That's right. We did not have a thing there.
Thank you for coming, Will.
We need your help capturing the last creature.
The most dangerous one yet, a hippogriff.
I hardly know anything about hippogriffs. We'll tell you everything you need to know. Over the course of hopefully a short... 3 hours. Alright. 3 hours of learning. We're just gonna jump right in. Cause I might spend a little bit of energy. It's really gotten behind on this one. Our time is short. What's the point in having gyms if you can't... What's the point in hoarding them if you can't occasionally splurge on something for yourself? Alright, fine. Finishing it out, because I don't want to miss one of these big side quests. Do you think I'm ready to tame a hippogriff? Maybe?
Probably.
Absolutely! I suppose I'll do my best. Let's go tame a hippogriff. Is this going to be energy, or is this going to be a duel or something? We found the hippogriff on the training grounds. Please help us with it immediately. The training grounds have been bumping for this side quest. Not bumping maybe as much as they were in the rock and roll concert, but remember, hippogriffs are proud and easily offended. Allow the hippogriff to make the first move, much like a romantic partner.
Just walk towards him, bow, and wait.
Then what?
If you're lucky, he'll take you for a ride.
If you don't, he'll bite your head off. This is a gorgeous hippogriff. Great.
We wouldn't let you do this if I didn't know you were capable, Will.
Oh, we have reciprocal bowing. Good.
Now punch him. He likes you, Will.
Doesn't like everybody else so much, though.
Or not.
If he was angry, he would have already killed you, Mr. Bits. That's comforting.
Just talk to him. Keep him calm and let him know you respect him.
Okay, alright. 8 hours?! I'm glad I spent that energy. With 5 hours left on the clock, I think I should be able to just get this. As we'll find out soon enough. Alright, there is not much time left in this event. But we are gonna... hopefully it's still here. I can bow again if you'd like.
Try to bow to him again, Will.
After 8 hours of going through, man, it was really tight with this one. Jeez. Also, that is not very good bowing. I got it. It's like you're squatting.
Touch his head now. Gently. He likes you, Will. He's gonna take you for a ride.
Well done, Mr. Bits.
I'm very, very jealous right now.
This is our big reward, guys. Just, whoa, going for a hippogriff ride. It's not a tangible thing, but sometimes experiences are a better reward. That was amazing.
You were amazing, Will. You did wonderful.
We'll get this hippogriff someplace safe and get him fed.
We couldn't have done this without you, Mr. Bits. You've proven that you're capable for caring for all sorts of magical creatures.
And we'll do everything in our power to help you care for more.
Bum-bum-bum! I hope the reward wasn't one red book. How many red books was that? It was about 10 red books, which is okay. 10 red books is not bad. That's how I would only get 9 if I had done this, although I would have also gotten a yellow robe. There's only 17 hours left here for me, so I'm not getting this robe. I would have had to have basically ignored the hippogriff stuff and just done this. So I'm missing out on this particular costume. It is definitely not worth spending extra. Man, I had like an hour left on that clock to get that. That's too tight. I had like some minor errors, but like not that bad. I think some people are gonna miss that particular event. But okay, that's it for now because the story's not out yet. I will see you guys next time with hopefully a story update. Bye for now.